if you guys thought that 1,000 horsepower twin turbo Corvette that I posted about the other week that you can get with a warranty from a Chevy dealer was insane, your minds are about to be absolutely blown, because they just announced not long ago that you can now go to a Chevy dealer, buy yourself a Camaro, and get it with 1,500 horsepower. And it also comes with the aforementioned warranty. And you just walk in, you order it, you walk out, you have a 1,500 horsepower monster to play with. And this thing is insane. So we're going to talk about the performance, we're going to talk about the features of the package, and then we're going to talk about pricing. And finally, I will give you my opinion on the package. No sponsors for this video, but just so you guys know, little self-promotion here. Twice a week, I'm now dropping little mini-sodes called Today in Cars. We cover, 3 or 4 topics that are hot button issues in the world of automotive things. Talk about interesting things to me. So if you want to check those out, there is a playlist over on the channel. I'll try to remember to link it in the cards here as well. So let's hop into this here and talk about the monster that is now available at Chevy dealers nationwide. This isn't an ad or anything. I just think that this car is so cool that it needs its own video. So starting off at the top here, there are 3 stages available in the Yenko Camaro SC. We're going to primarily be talking about stage 3. I will make mention of stages 1 and 2. So just sliding through this part here, kind of, they like to put at the beginning. You can pause and read if you want, but it talks about Yenko and how they build cars and all that good stuff. We're going to hop right into the juiciness, though. Continuing on, they show here kind of some of the visuals that you can get. Not really the meat of it, but the visuals are always fun. They have this high wing spoiler. I don't think that's quite my taste. I would probably skip out on that. It is only available on stage 3. If you get the 1,500 horsepower package, you will be able to get that high-rise spoiler as well. A lot of people I saw in the comments didn't really like the Yenko graphics on the Corvette. I can kind of see that. They're kind of like a traditional thing that's trying to be brought into the modern era. And they kind of make more sense on the Camaro to me. So I completely get that. I kind of like how these graphics go along with the body line here. It appears as if they are showing these in the carbon fiber finish. We'll get to this in a minute. There's a number of different finishes that you can elect to go with here. So here's the meat and potatoes of stage 3. Our powerhouse engine delivers 1150 horsepower with 910 foot-pounds of torque, 1200 with 1,000 for stage 2, or stage 3, which is what we're focusing on, is 1,500. It's a different engine for stages 1 and 2, I believe. Stage 3, though, is a 427-inch cubic inch engine with 1,500 horsepower, 1,280 foot-pounds of torque, utilizing GM's 6.6-liter iron block. They then punch it out to become a 7-liter. All engines include a computer-balanced race-quality rotating assembly, forged 4340 steel crankshaft, forged H-beam steel rods, and forged everything inside is basically what the rest of this says. So it's really built to take a beating. It's not like a lot of times we as car guys like to push the limits on, stock components and see what we can really get out of them. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But in a situation like this, everything is set up to be able to utilize all 1,500 horsepower right away. As they point out, they want to deliver both cubic inches and forced induction. Here they talk about the stage 1 and 2 packages, which are a 6.8 liter, and then the stage 3, which is a 7 liter. So with the package, it looks like you get a body color painted carbon fiber hood, exposed carbon fiber hood scoop, the badging kit, all that good stuff. This actually, the wing thing with me, it's so weird. Like, I get it. If you put the car on the track, maybe the wing will help you out. I don't know how I feel about wings on cars. I'll put it this way. I'm very particular. This wing is one that is not within my taste range, I don't think. So here's the colors that the car comes in. It's all factory paint and 9 colors, plus carbon fiber for the optional Yenko graphics. So we'll just zoom in here and we'll, do a little bit of window shopping. You guys know, if you watch these videos, that I prefer the darker colored cars. I actually really like this one, though. It kind of reminds me of the old school Yenko with the light blue, maybe on silver or white or something like that. Never was a bright colored car guy. The orange, the yellow, I could do without it. Hugger orange on Summit White also, you know, not bad there. But I think, what color are you guys going with out of these? I think that this one's me right here, blue on Summit White. It's kind of a little bit, you know, plain, but either that or the white on red. I don't know, something about this blue on white. I'm not too worried about the colors as much as the performance, honestly. Here we got more shots of the car. So diving into the performance. We're going to skip stage 1 and stage 2 for now, but basically what you're getting, you can read about it here if you want, is either an 1150 or 1200 horsepower package out of those. We're going to skip. It's crazy that we're skipping those because those are enormous amounts of power for a car that you're getting from the factory, or from the dealer rather. But we're just going to go straight for the big dog here. So the big dog, you get a 427 with an iron block, including forged everything inside, a triple disc clutch, a Leighton flywheel, the head and main studs. They're upgrading the fuel system, all the extra things that go alongside making huge power like that. Upgraded cylinder heads, you know, and then of course the high output custom supercharger in black, custom colors available, 10 rib dedicated belt drive system as well, to try and reduce slippage there, larger throttle body, high capacity, high and low pressure fuel system. So they're doing a fuel system as well. Seems like all of them come with a custom exhaust, which is what you would expect. And it seems like Yenko doesn't really feel the need to upgrade brakes on their sports car packages. Between the Camaro and the Corvette, they're both just rebadged brakes. You can get them custom colors or whatever. It seems like these days the performance cars really come with some stout hardware. So then the wheels, forged lightweight multi-spoke aluminum wheels available in 2 finished, brushed aluminum or matte black, optional red line stripe. They have interior upgrades as well, which is basically just badging, stitched and embroidered headrests and floor mats, some really detail-oriented stuff. There's no real major overhaul in the interior. Then the accessories, you can't forget the key fob with your vehicle build number. For our warranty, 3 years, 36,000 miles on the engine and supercharger assembly, and then another 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty on non-powertrain components. And as is the case with the last couple, sorry, California, you are left out of the mix here. Unless you want to buy this car for an off-road motorsports event, you can't register it for street use in California. So the price, stage 1 starts at $88,000. In addition to the price of the car, stage 2 is $90,000 in addition to the price of the car, and stage 3 is going to cost you $130,000 in addition to the price of the car, which means you're going to be sitting at about probably $180,000 for this Camaro, which is kind of a jaw-dropping price for a Camaro. Not going to lie, but you know, on these Yenko videos, I think we kind of got to the bottom of why that price is. By the way, there was this one example that was listed up for sale by a Chevy dealer. They already have one. This one at the Chevy dealer is up for $180,000. So my thoughts on this, if you guys watch my other videos, my thoughts don't really vary that much on this particular package versus the others. it's a ton of money for a Camaro. And again, like, this isn't targeted for the super mechanically inclined car enthusiast, because naturally, if you're spending this kind of money, you're going to probably go to an aftermarket shop first. And I would probably guess that they would be able to handle the job for you for far less than $130,000. If you went in there with a new Camaro and you're like, look, I want this thing to make 1,500 horsepower, I don't know that it would cost you that much. I haven't spec'd out a car that's this powerful ever, but I would probably guess it wouldn't cost you that much. The thing is, the benefit of having a car like this versus a car like that, number one, you don't have to turn a single wrench. And I know that a lot of people who watch my channel enjoy that part of building a car. They enjoy speccing it out and putting things together, even if they don't actually turn the wrenches themselves, like picking out the different parts of their build. If you're somebody who's a little bit less inclined or just doesn't want to deal with it, you can literally drive to the Chevy dealer around the corner and go, look, drop this 1,500 horsepower car in my driveway. Here's my money. I'm never going to have to think about it. I'm going to go beat the crap out of this thing, and it's under warranty. So if something breaks, I'm just going to bring it back and you're going to fix it. And it's definitely, obviously, if you're spending $200,000 on a car, or 180 or whatever this is, you're going to have a little bit more money. So if you have some money to throw around and you just don't want to deal with it, or you want an exclusive car, because these are exclusive, it's like impossible to predict which cars are going to be valuable in the long term, but undeniable, 100 units is an exclusive car, right? So will it be a collector's item? I don't know. There's probably going to be a lot of these things sitting around in garages with less than 10,000 miles on them a decade from now. And it'll be cool to see and follow the value of what something like this ends up being worth. And even in the last video, I said, there's going to be some people who are going to go, I could take a Fox body and buy it for a couple grand, and then I could have 1,500 horsepower for, $30,000. That's great. Like, I love that kind of thing. But there are a lot more things to a car than just going fast. And this car literally crosses off every box. The only thing is you're going to have to spend the money for it. And if you can justify that, then, it's a pretty cool deal. I don't think that anybody's denying that a car like this is cool. A 1,500 horsepower Camaro from the dealer is awesome, right? But just when you get to that price point, you're like, you think about it a little bit. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments below if you think this car is worth it. If you would consider buying one. I think I read that Camaros are around 50 grand nowadays. Would you modify your own? Would you buy one of these? I think that we can all agree that it is a cool thing, that it's at least an option, right? Nobody's forcing us to buy these things. People get really upset when they see the price of cars like this. But the fact of the matter is that if you don't want it, don't buy it, right? Like, it's just very cool that this is an option and the enthusiast community is being thought of, you know what I mean? So I have to give, big kudos to Yanko on that, and Chevy for at least offering up something like this, even if Chevy is kind of falling by the wayside these days, taking the Camaro electric. Ugh, a lot of disgusting things happening. But hey, one final send-off. Maybe some good things happen in the combustion world and we have our cars back one day. But for now, this is what we got, guys. So thanks for checking in. I appreciate you liking this video, subscribing below, leave me a comment, let me know your thoughts. I appreciate you guys helping out to do all the things that help the algorithm and keep this channel alive. So I will catch you all next time.